Some more response to Vegan Food Soldier. I want to respond particularly to the next paragraph, which says, in terms of everything when universalized creates a contradiction. Well, that was in response to me. I said that everything leads to a contradiction when you universalize it or when you objectify it. And then he continues to say, no, it doesn't. This is the point of why the categorical imperative is genius. If everyone lies, there is a contradiction, like you already detailed. But if everyone always tells the truth, then there is no contradiction because people just communicate in an honest way and there simply is a complete lack of deception. There are absolutely no problems with telling the truth being universalized. Okay, so, and I'm saying yes, there are problems with things becoming universalized. In fact, it does create a contradiction, and I'm going to demonstrate that to you right now. So let's pick one statement out of that paragraph. This statement, people communicate in an honest way and there simply is a complete lack in deception. Therefore, there are absolutely no problems with telling the truth being universalized. Now, first of all, do you consider this statement to be objective? I assume you do, because we're talking about things that we universalize, and to universalize is to make it objective. Now, can you guarantee that literally every single person will come to the same logical statement as yours? When you say people, the word people in that statement, are you including illogical people as well? Or are you only including people with brilliant logical minds? If you include the entire population, then you must also include people with low intelligence who can potentially disagree with you, for they are not capable of thinking very logically. But if they disagree with you, then the statement contradicts itself, because the statement must include illogical people who can potentially disagree with that statement. So if this statement is an objective statement, then the statement must integrate the fact that it can potentially disagree with itself. Because if you were to put this statement inside every brain, I'm sure that there will be at least one brain who will disagree with it. Okay, I mean, this statement speaks for everybody, not only for highly intelligent, logical people. Otherwise, it couldn't be objective. And that's the problem with objectivity. You would have to be able to come to the same logical conclusion within every single subjective brain. And that's probably not going to be possible. And that is going to create a contradiction. For example, what if I disagree with you? What if I disagree with your statement? Well, you will probably ask me to give you some logical evidence to prove the contrary. But what if I have Down syndrome and I am incapable of doing logical deduction? Yet I am very honest and I feel intuitively right that your statement is wrong. I mean, there definitely is a logical problem with your statement, because it's about the honest opinions of people rather than their capacity to think perfectly logically. You are using their honesty as the basis for your objective claim. You are not using their capacity to think logically. You are using their subjectivity as the basis for your objective claim, which means that they don't have to back up their subjectivity with logical evidence to justify their subjectivity. That's what subjectivity means. It's the justification of a personal opinion without the need to back it up with objectivity. So as soon as one person's honest opinion refutes that objective claim, then your objective claim will contradict itself. Okay? So I'm sorry, there clearly is a contradiction with your statement when it universalizes itself. And I see this with almost any statements that are considered to be objective. To me, it seems like as if there is no difference between contradiction and objectivity. To me, objectivity literally is contradiction. It will always contradict itself as long as we will try to formulate the ultimate objective statement. So to me, there is only one solution, and that is to stop trying. We have to escape the thing that is trying to objectify everything all the time. And that thing is the brain. Our thinking is the problem. If you want objectivity, stop thinking. This is a conclusion that I have stumbled upon over and over again. In other words, if you want objectivity, drop dead right now. Or never get born. Make sure that you never get stuck in a brain. In other words, the best you can do to show somebody pure objectivity is to never give birth to that person. And that's why antinatalism is so perfect to me. It's the best solution to solve the search for objectivity and to solve morality.